Yes. Hello student, welcome to the course Design and Analysis of Algorithm. So in my last lecture, I have covered the technique of dynamic programming principle to solve matrix parenthesization problem, where we have seen how to parenthesize a matrix in order to find the multiplication of a sequence of matrix with fewer number of scalar multiplications. Right. So today we shall see another interesting problem that is called 0-1 knapsack problem, again which is solved by using this dynamic programming approach. Okay. So let me define this knapsack problem first. Then we will go for what is 0-1 knapsack. Then we will go for what is fractional knapsack. Then we will go into this 0-1 knapsack problem in detail. Okay. So in knapsack problem, what happened? A thief want to rob a store, right, with a knapsack with him. Knapsack in the sense it's some kind of bag or box in which he can put the items robbed by him, right. So a thief want to rob a store where he finds a number of items. Okay, so let's say he finds n item in the store. Store means any shop or anything like. So let's say the item 1 is having weight W1 and is having the cost or the value B1. Similarly, item 2 is having weight W2 and having cost or value B2. And let's say finally the item number n is having the weight Wn and the cost is Bn, right, or the value is Bn. Okay, so now the target of the thief is to put the items in his knapsack robbed by him from the store, okay, in such a way that he can get maximum value of items from the store, right, with the constraint that the weights of the all items he is putting in his knapsack must be less than or equal to the total weight or the total capacity of the knapsack, right. So n items in the store, right, having items having weight W1 to Wn, items having cost B1 to Bn. Okay, so target is to get maximum value of item from the store with the capacity W, means the weight of the item the thief will select from the store, right. So summation of the weight must be less than or equal to the total capacity of the knapsack, right. Okay, so this is a very simple example. There are 3 items in the store. Item 1 is having weight 1, item 3 having weight item 2 having weight 3, item 3 having weight 5. Similarly, they are having value or cost 8, 6 and 5 respectively. Okay, so now these are the 3 items available in the store with their weights and values or the cost given, right. So now let's say for example the thief is having a knapsack with a capacity, let's say 4 kg, right. So now the thief cannot pick this item 3 at all, right, because its weight is exceeding that knapsack capacity 4. So the thief can either pick this one or it can pick this one. So if he is picking this item item 1, then he will get the value or get the value cost 8, and if he is picking this one, then he will get the value 6. But he can pick both because the weight of his knapsack or the capacity of his knapsack is 4 kg. Okay, so he can pick all these 2 items, means item 1 and item 2 with value what 14. Okay, so this is one kind of solution, right. Okay, so now we have 2 variants of this knapsack problem. One is called 0-1 knapsack problem, another is called fractional knapsack problem. Okay, so in 0-1 knapsack problem that thief can either select an item as a whole or he will not select the item at all, right? But in fractional knapsack problem, partial or fractional selection of a particular item is allowed, right? So basically we'll see this fractional knapsack problem in greedy algorithm concept, because this problem can be effectively solved by that greedy approach. But yes, this 0-1 knapsack can be effectively solved by this dynamic programming approach, right? So items are indivisible, so partial selection is not allowed in case of 0-1. So either you take an item or not, right? Okay, so already I have told you 0-1 knapsack problem. The thief will be with a knapsack with maximum capacity W, and there will be set of n items in the store, and ith item will have weight Wi and have the cost what Bi, or the value Bi, and all these values are integer values, Wi weights, right? Okay, and the objective is to how to pack the knapsack or how to fill up the knapsack in order to get maximum valuables, right? Or in order to get maximum total value of the packed item in the knapsack, right? So we can mathematically model our problem like this. Bi denotes the value or the cost of item. So we have to sum all the cost of items. Okay, so we have to maximize this cost summation of Bi with the constraint that the summation of weight should be less than or equal to the weight of the knapsack or the capacity of the knapsack, right? So already told you this problem is called 0-1 problem because each item must be entirely accepted or rejected. Okay, partially it cannot be put in the knapsack, right? So now let us, before going to that dynamic programming approach, let me solve this knapsack problem by using some brute force kind of algorithm, right? So in brute force kind of algorithm, we just follow the traditional method, means we just try for all the possible solution, then out of all the possible solution we have to just select the optimized solution. Okay, so if there are n items, then if we will apply that permutation concept, then we will have 2 power n number of possible combination, or we will have 2 power n number of possible solution, right? So out of those 2 power n number of possible solution, we have to only select the one which is optimized or where the cost or the value is maximum, right? So we can say, applying this brute force approach, the time complexity or the running time of the algorithm, 0-1 knapsack algorithm, is order of 2 power n, and this is an exponential time, right? So this value it is very difficult to handle, or it is a botheration if the value of n is quite high, right? So we need now some better kind of time complexity, not in exponential. Okay, it may be polynomial time, or it can be polylogarithmic time. We expect such kind of time, running time. Okay. Okay, so now let's see this 0-1 knapsack problem, how to solve this using this dynamic programming approach. Okay, so again I'm just defining the same problem. N items, capacity of the knapsack is W, right? Item I has weight Wi, has cost Bi. Okay, and the target is to how to pack or how to fill up the knapsack with maximum profit or maximum cost, right? So let me take a simple example. So let's say there are 5 items in the store: item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, item 5, having weights 2, 4, 5, 3, 9, and these are the cost of the items. and it is given that, right, the weight of the knapsack or the capacity of the knapsack is 20. Means at a time the thief can bring 20 kg of item from the store, right. So now let's try one possibility. Let me pick item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4. Is it allowed? Let me check. So if he is picking all these 4 items, then he has to carry the weight 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 3, 14. Yes. So that this 14 value can be accommodated in this knapsack because capacity is 20 kg. Right. But you cannot include this one because 14 plus 9 it will be 23. Okay. So now if we are picking the first 4 items, okay, then the cost we will be getting is 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 4, it is 3, 5, 8, 16 plus 4, 20, right. So total weight will be having 14 and the cost will having what, 20. Okay, so this is one possible way by which we can fill our knapsack. Now take another instance. We are just taking item 1, item 2, item 3 and item 5. We are just excluding this one, and this set we are denoting it as what, S5, right. So S5 is item 1, item 2, item 3, item 5. So it will be, weight will be 2 plus 4, 6 plus 5, 11 plus 9, 20. So yes, it can be accommodated in the knapsack as it is size is or capacity is 20. So now if we are putting these items like item 1, item 2, item 3 and item 5, the values we will be getting in is 3 plus 5, 8 plus 8, 16 plus 10, it is 26. Okay. So clearly you can mark you are going for this selection, the benefit or the value we are getting is 20, but we are going for this second selection, item 1, 2, 3 and 5, we are getting the maximum benefit 26. Okay. So this is our optimal solution, right. But how to do this using this dynamic programming concept, right. Okay. So let us define a recursive formula, and this recursive formula is very important because this recursive formula define the whole algorithm of knapsack 01 knapsack problem, right. So now let us define a matrix V, right, having size n cross n, where n is the number of items, right. And in that matrix V, VIW denotes, right, W is the weight up to ith item, weight up to ith item, right. For example, I equal to 0 means we are selecting no item. I equal to 1 means we can select item 1. I equal to 2 means we can select item 1 or item 2 or combination of both item 1, 2 and so on. If we are taking I equal to 3 means we can select either 1, 2 or item 3 or any combination of 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, and W is the corresponding weight. Okay, so up to item I, right, up to item I with W weight, okay, is the cost or the value of this particular thing, right. It means like if I am writing V25 means we can select up to item 2, means we can select item 1 or item 2 or any combination of item 1 or 2 with maximum weight 5 kg, right. So this is the W, right. Okay. So now let's say the weight of ith item Wi is greater than this W. It means we cannot accommodate ith item, right. It means we have to just exclude the ith item, right. So if we are doing so, this thing can be recursively redefined as v I minus 1 w, means ith item cannot be accommodated in this w, because ith item weight is wi whose value is greater than w. So we are just excluding, means it will be up to v minus 1. Second is else, means wi less than w. wi less than w. Right. So wi less than w means up to ith item can be accommodated in the weight w. Right. So now if this happens, item I can be selected and the cost is bi. Okay. Item I can be selected and the cost is what? bi. And if ith item is selected, we have how many items remained? I minus 1 items remained. Right. So now, so again here we have two things: maximum of this. Okay, this thing. So this thing means we are just rejecting the ith item. Why? Because its cost may be less if we ignore up to I minus 1th term. It may be the case also. Okay. So it is maximum of this, right? So we'll see this. Okay, so that's something, right? So this is the recursive formula. Right. So the first case already I have told you, wi is greater than w means I cannot be the part of solution, right? So we have to just move one item back, so, right? And similarly this one, if ith item selection is allowed, then cost is bi, and remaining I minus 1 out of them, either you can pick the ith item or you can pick the rest of the items. Okay. So this is the algorithm. So you have zero weight. You are picking up zero weight from the store. So what cost you are bringing from the store? Zero, nothing. Okay. Right. Sorry. So this one is for item. Okay. So you are because the matrix is like that, VIW. So V0W means you are picking no item. So cost is 0. Similarly, you are picking item but with 0 weight, means again cost will be what? 0. Okay. So either no item, total value you are bringing is 0, or you are bringing no weight, the cost you are bringing is 0. Right. Now next time onward we shall apply that same recursive formula. Right. If wi is less than equal to w, it means I can be a part of solution. If wi will be greater than w, then you have to exclude ith item, right? So if wi is less than equal to w, then again you have to check which one is optimized. Right. Either you can take the whole ith item, right? You are just including, and this case did not. You are just excluding the ith item and you are taking up to just v minus up to I minus 1th item. Okay. So if this one is greater, means you are assuming that that ith item is the part of the solution, right? So VIW will be bi plus this one, right? Else this will be the solution. So VIW will be this one. Yes. Right. So if this condition is false, then you are not allowing that ith item, so simply you just exclude that item. So it will be a v of I minus 1 w. Right. Okay. So this is a simple algorithm. You can just implement also using any programming language like C, C++ or Java. So just try to implement this one. This is a really interesting algorithm, right? So now let us see the running time of this algorithm, right? So in trivial our brute force approach, the running time used to be 2 power n, which is exponential, right? But in this case we have how many items? N items, and the weight that we can bring from the store, it can range from what, 1 to W or 0 to W. So maximum what weight we can bring from the store? W. What is the number of item? N item. So the time complexity is order of n into W. So for sufficiently large value of n, so I think this particular value, this is very less than this one. Okay, so this is how we are optimizing our 0-1 knapsack problem using this dynamic programming approach, right? So now let us go for a example based upon this 0-1 knapsack problem, right? Okay, so let us take this example. Let's say the number of items in the store is 4, and the capacity or the weight of the knapsack is 5, right? And the 4 items in the or elements in the store are having the weight and cost or value like this. Means item 1 is having weight 2 kg, cost is $3 or 3 rupees, you can say. Item 2 is 3 kg, then cost is 4, like that. Okay, so now let us solve this, right? Okay, so we'll just do one thing. We'll just try to draw a matrix, and the matrix size will be this column wise you just to put the number of items, or so there are how many items? 4 items. So you just designate the row as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and column wise you just check what is the capacity of your knapsack. It is 5. Capacity of the knapsack is 5, this value, right? So column wise you just write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it is clear to everyone up to this. Okay, so this side item number and this side weight number, right? So this particular field indicate what? Item 0 means no item with 0 weight. This particular field means no item with 1 kg weight. Okay, so as I have already told you, if you are selecting no item, means if I equal to 0, then the value will be 0, and if the weight is 0, then the value will be 0. Okay, so all this first row and the first column will take the value 0, right? Because I equal to 0 means we are not selecting any item, means we are not taking any value, so it is 0, right? So similarly, if we are taking 0 weight, means again we are not taking any value, right? So again 0, 0, 0. Okay, so I think up to this it is very clear, right? Okay, so these are the items: item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4 with 2 kg, cost 3, 3 kg, cost 4, 4 kg, like that, right? So now let us start. I equal to 0 means no item selected, so we shall start from I equal to 1, means with the first item. Okay, so let us come here. Okay, so this entry means it is 1, 1. So what is it really say? Actually you can select only item 1, okay, with the maximum capacity what, 1 kg, but item 1 it is having the weight 2 kg, so it cannot be accommodated, right? So you cannot select this one, so it will again remain 0, right? Yes, so you come here, item 1 you are selecting item 1, and the permitted weight is 2 kg, so item 1 weight is what, 2 kg, so it is allowed. Yes, so you can include this, means you have to write the cost here. So what is the cost of item 1? 3. You just write 3, right? And this one means 1, 3, right? So capacity 3 kg, item 1, so again that thing will remain same, cost will be 3. Right. So actually things are done by using that algorithm. You just go through that loop, right? We are just checking the value of wi with w, right? And we are just comparing, and based upon that we are putting, right? So item 1 to 4, item 1 to 4. So again 3 cost is 3, because only we can put item 1. Okay. So no matter, you can just mark here weight is increasing, but still we are just putting that 3. Why? Because these selection are not allowed, because we are in the first row, means only item 1 can be picked up, right? Okay, so for all this it will be 3, right? Again it will be 3, right? So now if we'll come here, it is 2 1. 2 1 means we can select either item 1 or 2 or any combination of 1 or 2, right? So we can pick item 1 or 2 or any combination with weight 1 kg. So 1 kg weight cannot be equivalent. So you cannot neither pick item 1 nor you can pick item 2, because item 1 weight is 2 kg, item 2 weight is 3 kg. Right. So here you come 2 kg. 2 kg means item 1 can be picked, yes, but you cannot pick item 3. So you can pick here item 1, cost is 3. Right. You come here item, the item 1 or 2 with the weight 3. So item 1 can be placed as well as item 2 can be also placed. But who will win? Item 2, because it is having the greater value. You just check that algorithm, right? So it will be 4 here. It will be 4 here, right? And then next is 4. Weight is 4. So weight is 4 means 2, it can be placed alone, it can be placed alone, but they cannot be placed together, because the sum total of their weight is 5, but here the weight is 4. So the value or the item with greatest value will be picked up. So item 2, so it will be 4 again, right? So now here you see item 1 or 2 or any combination with weight 5. I can select both, because 2 plus 3 is 5. So both can be selected and the weight is 7, right? So like this you have to fill all the rows, right? So you just check, go through this. Okay. So any doubt or any problem, you can just WhatsApp me, or you can just put your comment in my Google Classroom. Okay, so the same way we are just filling up the values in this value matrix, right? Same way. Okay, so this is our final solution or the result. Okay, so actually what this table says, just carefully mark, right? So what this table says, if you have all the option of item with you, right, and the capacity of your knapsack is 5, then you have to reach the, or you have to find that index 4 5, and the cost you can select is what, 7. But if you are just entitled to take or select first 2 item only, okay, you are not able to, or you have not access to this item 3 and 4, but the capacity, yes, your capacity of the knapsack is also let's say 4 kg, so you can bring this much only. Okay, you are not allowed to take anything, so the cost will be 0. Okay, you have no knapsack means no capacity, so you cannot also bring anything, right? Okay, So this is all about knapsack problem. So just try to go through my PDF material. There you will be finding many practice question based upon this 0 1 knapsack problem using dynamic. Okay, so this is one more exercise. You can just okay. So this is all about today's lecture. So next class I shall be coming with another application of this dynamic programming approach. Right. Thank you.